Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about a recent event that has unfolded in the Abu Dhabi, the capital city of UAE, where the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, has inaugurated Bab's temple, and this is the first temple that has been developed in the United Arab Emirates. So in this video, we are going to discuss in details about the detailed architecture of this particular temple, as well as the significance and other important features of the said temple. Now, to give you the brief context of the particular issue, recently the Prime Minister of India on his 2-day visit to United Arab Emirates has inaugurated the first Hindu temple, which is Bab's Swaminarayan temple in the Abu Dhabi, that is the capital city of United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates, if you try to understand, it is a Gulf country situated on the Arabian Peninsula. Inauguration of the 108 feet high temple marks a significant movement for the Hindu community living in UAE, as well as for the two countries' bilateral relations or bilateral ties. If we talk about the Bab's temple, the spokesperson of the Bab society has said that temple will be an enduring tribute to the values of harmony, peace and tolerance which both India and UAE share together. Now, let us try to understand what is the organization BAPS, which is behind the construction of this temple. So, first of all, the full form of BAPS is Bochasan Swami Akshar Purushottam Swami Narayan Sanstha, and this Sanstha basically has built the temple in the UAE and also many other places across the world. It is a denomination of the Swami Narayan Sampradaya, which is a kind of sect which follows the Vaishnavism or Vaishnavism, what we can say, Vaishnav principles of the Hinduism. So basically, it is a sect of Hinduism. Hinduism, as you know, is divided into three major sects. We have Vaishnavism, we have Shaktism, and we have Shaivism. So Bab's Swaminarayan temple is basically dedicated to one of the form of Lord Vishnu. Now, Bab's has network of around, if you talk about in the entire world, more than 1,500 temples, which span all the way through countries such as US, where we have where we have temples in Houston, Chicago, Atlanta, Canada, in Toronto in Canada, Nairobi in Kenya, and then we have London in the UK. Apart from that, India also two major temples which are popularly known as Akshardham temple has also been constructed by the same Sanstha. One Akshardham temple is situated in New Delhi, while other Akshardham temple is situated in the capital city of Gujarat, that is Gandhinagar. Not only that, the Bab's Sanstha does not only organize the construction and maintenance of temple, but the Sanstha is also running more than 3,850 centers and 7,000 weekly assembly globally to promote the Vaishnavism. Now, why the temple has been constructed in the Abu Dhabi out of all the places? So this we can understand from the point that somewhere in the year 1997, the 10th spiritual guru of Bab's, that was Sri Pramukh Swami Maharaj, it was his vision, and what he envisioned is that Hindu temples should come up in the desert sands of Abu Dhabi, which could bring countries, communities and cultures together. It is in the fulfillment of this wish that has led to development of the temple in Abu Dhabi. In addition to this was also because we know that there is a huge number of Indian diaspora that is living in UAE. So the need was also felt that there should be a place for the local Indian community, especially the Hindu community, to have a significant place of worship in the UAE. Apart from that, the Indian diaspora, if you look currently, it is a very strong diaspora, especially in UAE, with a total population of almost 3.3 million, which also constitute a huge chunk of UAE's total population. Of these, some 150 to 250 families are there. They are Bab's Swaminarayan devotees, and it is these families that have played a crucial role basically in envisioning such project or making this project come into reality. Now, what are the major features of this temple? So, first of all, it is a traditional stone Hindu temple with total 7 sikhars, and each of these 7 sikhars represent the 7 emirates of UAE. United Arab Emirates, as we know from its name, is made up of 7 emirates, such as Dubai is one emirate, then you have Abu Dhabi, you have Ras Al Khaimah, you have Sharjah. So all the 7 emirates are represented by each of the spire that we see in this particular temple. Second, the construction style of the temple, as you know, in India we have 3 major styles, that is Inaugurates style in the north, Dravid style in the south, and then somewhere the mixture of both these two, that we have Vaisara style. Now, this temple has been constructed in the traditional Nagar style. The temple's front panel depicts universal values such as stories of harmony from different cultures, Hindu spiritual leaders and avatars. Overall, if we talk about area-wise, the temple premises spreads over 27 acres of land. The temple complex is built on almost half of that area, that is 13.5 acres, while a parking area of 13.5 acres has also been built to accommodate around 1400 cars and 50 buses for the group tours. Now, out of the 27 acres, the temple construction project that has come up, the 13.5 acres of land was gifted by the Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who is the president of the UAE, who also was the president of UAE in 2019 when the land transfer was done. Now, if you look at the feature of this particular temple, overall the height, length and width, the dimension wise, temple is almost 108 feet tall, almost 262 feet long and 180 feet wide. The external facade of the temple has been built using the pink sandstone that has been taken from the Rajasthan, India, while the interior part or the floor of the temple, as you can see from here, they are built using the marble which has been imported from the Italy. Now, a total of 20,000 tons of stones and marbles was shipped in 700 containers for the construction and development of this temple. Overall, more than 700 crore rupees was spent on the temple's construction. Now, if we talk about the major features of this temple, it has two major domes. One dome that is referred as Dome of Harmony, and other dome that is referred as Dome of Peace, which is the representative value of the temple, representational value of the temple. The human coexistence through the carvings of earth, water, fire, air and plants. This is the central theme which the temple is trying to represent through the Dome of Harmony and the Dome of Peace. Now, apart from this, some other important features, if you take a look here, it also has a wall of harmony, which is believed to be one of the largest 3D printed walls in the UAE, which features a video showcasing the key milestones of the temple's construction. How important is the harmony as a theme of temple? We can understand from the fact that the word harmony has been written in 30 different ancient as well as modern languages all across the temple. The 7 Sikhar spires, as you have discussed, are representatives of the 7 emirates of the UAE, and other amenities include such as assembly hall with a capacity of 3,000 people, a community center, exhibitions, classrooms, as well as a majlis venue. Now, the temple has been designated as a best mechanical project of the year 2019 in the UAE at the MEP Middle East Awards, and also the best interior design concept of the year 2020 was also won by the said temple. Now, if you look at some of the major features or architectural features, key architectural features of the temple, it has total 96 bells and gomukhs that is installed around the path that lead to the sanctum sanctorum of the temple. The floor of the temple has been constructed by nanotiles because the nanotiles are known to provide comfort for visitor even when the temperature is very high. And as we know, Abu Dhabi, especially during the month of April to July, August, we have very high temperature and can become very difficult if you're walking barefoot inside the temple. So nanotiles will play a very important role there in providing a cooling effect. Third, a stone carving of the scene where we have discussed before the 10th spiritual guru, Pramukh Swami Maharaj, where he was envisioning the temple, thinking about the temple, that also has been shown by a stone carving in the inside of the temple. Apart from that, one other feature that we can understand, that anywhere in the temple, no ferrous elements have been used, because you know that ferrous elements are prone to corrosion, and that will actually make temple more vulnerable to be what you can say, get damaged or destroyed over a period of time. Apart from that, it also has a major pillar which is considered as pillars of pillars, as this has around 1400 small pillars carved under this particular pillar. Now, to understand that though the temple is largely made by or constructed by the Bap Sanstha, which is a follower of Vaishnavism sect of the Hindu religion, however, the temple has been made very inclusive in nature. And this we can understand from the fact that deities from all the 4 corners of India, whether it is from the north, whether it is from the south, west, east, they have been included and featured in the temple. For example, from the south, we have Lord Ayyappa Swami, as well as we have we can say Tirupati has been denoted here. Apart from that, we have Lord Kartikeya has been pictured here. Apart from that, we have Lord Ram, Sita. All these gods have been pictured and deities have been pictured in this particular temple. Plus, To understand the importance of the holy river Ganga in Hinduism, a holy river around the temple has been built. Basically, a kind of channel or canal has been dug up around the temple, which is a representation of the holy river Ganga. And to make sure that representation of Sangam has also been made here, because you know that Sangam is largely Ganga river, Yamuna river, and the meeting of mythical Saraswati river. So water from Ganga and Yamuna river has been brought in to fill in this particular river, artificial river, and the river Saraswati, which does not exist today, it has been depicted in the form of white light. So basically, this is the representation of the Sangam, which is a very, very crucial, important place for the Hindu religion. Apart from that, a Varanasi-like ghat has also been created in the temple where the Ganga river is passing through. Thus, apart from the 15 value tales, to understand that temple is not one inclusive as far as the Hinduism is concerned, it is basically inclusive in the sense of what we can say global this inclusiveness. So this we can understand from the fact that apart from 15 value tales from Indian civilization, stories from the Maya civilization, Aztec civilization, Egyptian civilization, Arabic civilization, European, Chinese, as well as African civilization have also been depicted. Thus, what we can say in nutshell, the temple is not only for the Hindu devotees, it is for any person who is coming from any part of the world. The culture of this particular region has been depicted, and thus, obviously, as like all the other Bab's temple, as you know, the temple is open to anyone from any part of the world belonging to any religion, sect, or caste. Now, what is the significance? Oh, apart from having the architectural significance, apart from having the significance in the sense of the portrayal of the values that a temple exhibits, two other significance we can understand here. First of all, the confluence of culture is something that we can understand from the overall management and the construction of temple by the fact that a Muslim king, that is representing of the president of UAE, has donated land for Hindu mandir, where the lead architect is Catholic Christian, the project manager is a Sikh, the foundational designer is a Buddhist, the construction company belongs to a Parsi group, and the director comes from the Jain tradition. So not only in the portrayal of the values, but also in the construction and management of the temple, the inclusiveness is clearly reflected. The warmth in bilateral relation is also something that we can see is shown by the shown by the proposal that was passed by the UAE government. So Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, president of the UAE, also to portray the warmth in bilateral relationship, was invited as a chief guest in the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit of 2024, which was held in the Gandhinagar. And Prime Minister Modi himself personally received at the Sardar Vallabhbhai International Airport to receive him. Now, this is again a very, very important point, because generally it is the ministers or the local leaders, chief ministers are the ones who go and receive the foreign dignitaries, whether it is a president or prime minister. So this is a sign of special gesture. And this has been reciprocated as well, because recently when Prime Minister Modi went to UAE for the inauguration of this particular temple, he was received at the airport by President Jayad himself, and the two leaders have hugged each other. So the temple is representation of a warmth or increasing warmness in the overall bilateral relationship of India and UAE. So that is all about this particular video. I hope you understood about the key features of the temple and why it is important. Thank you very much.